So we are slow roasting a shoulder of lamb today. This is one of my absolute favorite recipes. It's going to be huge on flavor and it does not take any effort to put together at all. After about 4 hours in the oven, it's going to be really soft and it's just going to fall off the bone. This is a really easy recipe. It's almost foolproof. There is only 2 ways this can go wrong. One, if you haven't cooked it long enough, and in that case, if you don't cook this meat long enough, the collagen in the meat has not had enough chance to melt away and the fat has not had enough chance to render. Secondly, when you stick this in the oven, you want to make sure that you cover the roasting tray with foil, as if you fail to do that, that's also when you can go wrong, because you are going to end up with tough meat. So what I'm going to do now is score the top of the lamb with a sharp knife. So we just want to score the skin. Try not to cut too deeply. We want to put some oil on top of the lamb, and what I'm using is rapeseed oil. You can use canola oil or vegetable oil. Let's just get some oil on the back as well. That's pretty much where most of the meat is. And now some salt and pepper. I'm not using a huge amount of ingredients with this dish. All I'm using is some rosemary, some dried oregano and some garlic, and these are wonderful flavors that naturally go really well with the lamb. So a whole barb of garlic. I'm not even going to bother to take the skin off. So I'm going to get half of that garlic into a roasting tin, along with a few sprigs of rosemary. So all I'm going to do now, just lay that lamb shoulder onto my tray, and I'll get some of my dried oregano onto that shoulder. Now just scatter the remaining rosemary and garlic on top of the lamb. So that's all the preparation that's needed. All I need now is some parchment paper and some foil. I'll get the parchment paper on top of the lamb, and that's gonna provide an extra layer of insulation. And I'll just use the foil to cover the roasting dish, but I'll try and get a really nice and tight seal. So this is now ready to go in the oven, and I have preheated the oven at 240 degrees. As soon as it goes in, I'll reduce the temperature down to 160 degrees and let it roast for about 4 to 4.5 hours. So that lamb has been inside the oven for about 4.5 hours. It's been cooked all the way through, and we have a beautiful smell in the kitchen. So this has come out now. It's golden, it's juicy, it's soft, tender, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm gonna stop talking now and I'll just transfer that to the board, let it rest for about 10 minutes, and I'll just plate it up and serve it with some roast potatoes and asparagus. This dish is an absolute treat for the family dinner table. Now it's time for a proper taste test. Oh, it's so good. It is absolutely incredible. So as ever, I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. Please go and give it a try at home for yourself and come back and let me know in the comment section below as to what you think. And also, if you can like this video and do all those YouTube stuff, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, that would be really, really appreciated. I guess that's been it for this one. Until next time, look after yourselves and each other.